Hello, my name is Michael Trajan Todran. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this Bradford McKee, and then I'm going to click on this folder that I've already prepared. This is the video and this is the logo. Now you could select both of these to be imported at the same time, but I like to just start with the video and then import the graphics and the other assets as we go. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to hit create. It's going to prepare the media. So here is the video that I shot of an interview with Bradford McKee, and I thought that many of you might be giving your lectures with a smartphone or an iPhone, so I felt that this was a good example. So the first problem is that we have it in landscape. I'm going to click here and change it to portrait, and then I'm going to click on the video and just mouse over until that turns, and I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to click anywhere off of there, and now our media is good. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to want to do is I want to add I want to add a title, and then I'm going to add some graphics and then a transition. So for a title, I'm going to click on this box here and drop a basic. Okay, and retype it to Bradford McKee. Yeah, you double click that and you could change the font. Let's just go ahead and do Arial. You could change the text color here. I think white with the drop shadow is always good for video. And then of course you could do the tracking and the kerning here as well. Line spacing, that doesn't apply, but you get the idea. So now here is our marker or our timeline. We're going to go ahead. So he mentions lamb in the interview here, which is a good time now to put the logo for Landscape Architecture magazine. And I think it was about right there. I'm going to hit pause, and what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and scroll or open the folder that I already created before. I'm going to grab the logo, place it right on top of there, and then when I scroll this, you can see that the logo pops up. So what we're going to go ahead and do, and this logo could be graphics, it could be a site map, it could be an illustrative plan, whatever it is that you're talking about in your lecture. Okay, so I clicked on here where it says crop. I'm going to drag it down to the bottom. I'm going to scale it. Oh, about that big, but what I've noticed is that the top proportion, you can't shrink it, like to crop it to here. So what instead I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the top element of the graphic there. I could also do the bottom here if I want it to look like a bar. Actually, I think that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it like that. Let's drop the opacity, let's say 60%. Shows a little bit background like that. So the timing is a little bit off with that graphic popping up, but you could play with that. If you want to Google a term called beat drops and you want it to do a transition in between the two videos, you would click on the upper right there to transition. So from here, there's this little scissors there where you put the marker where you would want to cut, or if this is where the new video comes in, you hit cut, and then you click on the dip to black, and it should snap right into there. Click on this, and then you want to make it a little bit bigger. We'll do it pretty dramatic so you could see it. All right, and then we'll scroll back, hit play, and that's a really basic transition. I'm going to go ahead and shorten this video dramatically so I could show you how to export and it won't take too long. All right, so here we have the title, here we have a graphic, and here we have a video as well. Now the beauty of Adobe Rush is that it's so simple to use, and if you set up the preferences so it works in cloud, then that means that it'll sync to your phone, and it'll also sync to your desktop. So you could start this editing process on your phone or vice versa on your desktop, and it'll sync to your phone and you could finish the editing there. Or you could record on your phone, do the editing, it'll sync to your desktop, and you could finish it there. If you get good at Rush on the phone, you could do a very legit recording and edit with graphics and text and transitions all on your phone, and even better on your iPad because it has a larger screen and it's easier to do. The downside to Rush is it's a light version, so you only have 3 layers that you could work with. I'm gonna go ahead and say that for most lectures you will be able to get away with the 3 layers, and if you outgrow Rush, then that's perfect. You could jump right into, I'm gonna export. You could do file, share, or just click on the share button here. I'm gonna go ahead and change them. For the advanced setting, I think all the presets are fine doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit export. You know where you saved it, but you could just click on this view in Finder. Let's double click it. And that's the video.